The next voice you'll hear is from one of the baddest sisters out here, a sister who's organized 55,000 people in this very park. About a year ago, to demand justice for another case, yet another black man who didn't receive justice. Let's step up, let's make some noise, let's give up some love for sister, and she's about 5-6 months pregnant, and she's out here with us. Let's give it up for Monica Cannon Grant, Executive Director of Violence in Boston. Y'all can do better than that, ladies and gentlemen.
Now Tito's an activist. He's supposed to be selling weed. This is what happens when you leave City Hall. You try marijuana, and then you become an activist. So guys, first I just want to say thank you guys for all being out here in this heat. I don't know how y'all are doing it. God bless your soul. I am hungry, so I'm not going to be long-winded like Mr. Jackson. Amen. But as he stated, we've been going hard for Michaela Miller like we have went hard for so many others. And I think that's the sad part, that we are consistently having to convene because a black life is lost. But this one was bothersome just because this 16-year-old and the manner in which she was found just didn't make sense to anybody. It didn't make sense to experts at Howard University. It didn't make sense to doctors. It didn't make sense to anybody who would take that walk and see where they said they found her and the manner that they found her. I came to advocating for this family courtesy of Tito, and somehow got thrust into the position of being in charge. That's real interesting, Tito.
You have that personality trait.
Yeah, sure, whatever. And I think it's because I have this history of starting fights. But shout out to my Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley. She sent me to. It's this quote by Mary Lou Hamer, and it says, "If I have to die, let me fall 6 feet 2 inches and towards justice." And that's the quote that I think about. She actually sent me a picture with this quote on it for me to hang in my office, and I think about that every time that I have to fight. Michaela Miller is all of our child. I'm a mom of 6 with 1 on the way. Don't ask any questions. And to see this mom cry, to see the hurt in her face, we actually had the Zoom call with her the day before her funeral. And immediately I remember Tito calling me and he was like, "We need an independent autopsy." And I was like, "I'm paying for it." And I did that. And I know for a lot of people, it's like, well, why? Because when you listen to the details, I felt like I was in an episode of CSI Miami and I was Horatio. It was like, how did she hang if she was standing up? Where did the belt come from? Did they take fingerprints? Why hasn't anybody been arrested? And I don't know if you guys watched the news, but I did an interview with Jim Browdy and this DA. And even Jim, which was shocking to me, took my side. And he goes, "So Marion, I got the same question Monica has. If a crime was committed, why hasn't anybody been arrested?" And she had no answers. We know that if this was black youth, we would know their name. They would be on 4, 5, 7 in the Animal Channel. And so what we cannot do is allow this district attorney to believe that her power supersedes people. People power is more important than anything. There was no conviction going to happen in the George Floyd case until people protested for a whole year straight. So, please don't, I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I tell people that show up to my marches. Don't come out here, eat your granola bar, take a bike ride and say, "All right, I'm in solidarity with the Negroes," and still don't do nothing. Because the truth is, this is all hands on deck. So either you with us or you against us. We have no time to shuck and jive with nobody. Black people are dying every day, all day. Black trans women are dying every day, all day. And to hear that officer say to this mother, "Don't go to the media because then you have to deal with the fact that she was gay," as if something was wrong with that, is disgusting. So, What we're doing is making phone calls to Governor Baker, who recently just made a statement that he is in support of an independent investigation in the Michaela Miller case. My challenge is call his office and apply pressure, because pressure busts pipes. 725-4000, that's the number?
617.
Oh, okay, 617-725-4000. All right, you're doing great. And according to Charlie, the only person that can remove DA Ryan from this case is Attorney Maura Healey, Attorney General Maura Healey. She has proved her incompetency up until this point, but also her ignorance. Every ounce of information in this case she released to the media without giving it to the family. This mom had to find out that Emmy's report had been released when a Globe reporter called her, asked her for a comment. It's disgusting. But this is how black families are treated in the state of Massachusetts. I know we all want to believe we're so progressive. It's like, we're progressive, we're in Massachusetts. No, you're racist, it's cool. It's okay to say it out loud. I'm black, you're white, nobody's gonna die, it's okay. We have to start saying things out loud and acknowledging that it's real. And if you ever wondered if there was racism, check the comments under Fox 25, NECN, Channel 7, every time they talk about a black family or a black person. It's disgusting. So again, don't leave, don't go home, eat your cheese sandwich and say, I rode a bike for the Negroes. Make some phone calls. There's graphics online on Tito's page. Violence in Boston and Ben Crump have been sharing a graphic that says what happened to Michaela Miller, and we want answers. Please share it. Employ your family and friends to share it. We just want answers. Mom also has a GoFundMe for legal fees, because I know y'all would like to believe that everything comes free, but it doesn't. Independent investigations cost money, legal fees. And to have Ben Crump, I might have to start an OnlyFans page. Just throwing it out there, see what y'all think. So again, thank you guys for riding today. Thank you guys for being out here. It's sad, but it's necessary. Protesting has to be a part of politics. They go hand in hand. There is an inside and an outside game. You can't do one without the other. And anybody who thinks that you can is ignorant. Because you may not be into politics, but your landlord is. Amen. So again, I'm hungry, so I'm done. But please make those phone calls to Governor Baker and Attorney General Maura Healey on behalf of Michaela Miller. Thank you guys.